if these mistakes make a big hurdle or become a big hurdle in the big results, you can definitely get bigger success than those fellas who have gone through this path last time. Somebody is calling you for the dinner or lunch and they are serving you food. So in the food they have served you rice. Mistakes are evident, and in any big work mistakes are very normal to occur. But if these mistakes make a big hurdle or become a big hurdle in the big results, then definitely it's a problem. And if you know that the mistakes will occur, then you can understand. You can just follow the path of the previous fellas who has gone through this particular path, and you can follow them and you can understand what kind of mistakes they did and what kind of mistakes they avoided. If you can understand that, then you can definitely get bigger success than those fellas who have gone through this path last time. This is what we're going to talk about. My name is Vishvadeep and I welcome you all on 𝐂𝐤𝐻𝐿 channel, and we are going to talk about the mistakes students should avoid, what they make without understanding that they are doing the mistake, and because of that they suffer badly in their results. So the first thing is studying without PYQ focus. I'll tell you one thing. If somebody asks you, please come over our place, we will enjoy the food together. So somebody is calling you for the dinner or lunch and they are serving you food. So in the food they have served you rice, plain rice, nothing else, no anything else, plain rice, and they are saying that once you finish your rice then we will give you the curry. And you are like, "Oh, what kind of food you are arranging, man? I want to eat rice with curry or dal or something to you give me, na? Along with what I'll eat rice, plain rice, nothing else, no sugar, no ghee, no curd, no curry, no rasam, no sambar, anything. Give me something to eat with, right? Right combination always work with food, and that is the regular habit we have. Yes, same thing. The gate preparation is not complete if you understand the previous year asked questions in the gate. And that is why the first point is, if you study and you think like I will solve the PYQs later in the last few months, it is exactly same. You are just eating the plain rice and not eating it with the dal or sambar or anything else. Simple. So you need to blend it. The learning, the preparation is more complete when you learn the course and solve the PYQ once immediately, because if you don't solve the PYQ you do not understand the course as good as it should be for your gate preparation. Just because you want the gate preparation should be that much that you can solve the questions in the gate examination, then only you will get the rank. So blend the PYQ along with the concepts only. Do not just read the concept. Without practicing PYQ, your preparation will be incomplete. Second thing is following too many resources. For one subject, students are following three different teachers, different resources, and for one subject they are not even completing just because lack of time at the end. If you study one course from somewhere, you understand, let's say 70% or 80% or 90% for the first time, your mind craves for it. If I will learn the same course from somebody else, I can understand it completely. But look at this, you have enough time? No. You have limited time? Yes. So in that limited time, your another 50 hours or 60 hours should be given in that particular work where you can maximize your marks rather than maximize the knowledge of just one subject. One subject has a limited weightage, let's say 8 marks. If you have covered already the syllabus and understanding of 6 marks, same amount of work if you will put, you will get hardly 2 marks, and that too a star mark is there on that. Condition applied. So you are not able to increase your marks by 2 by studying the same course again. Rather, if you have completed another course, you could have got 6 or 7 marks from that particular course too. So you need to choose first that understand the course up to certain level, practice it, and then do not follow multiple sources for one course rather than just start another course. When you will at the end revise the course once again, Then when you will go for practice and test and more questions ka practice, ultimately, automatically your understanding of the same course will go deep dive and you will have better understanding of the same course. So do not worry about it. You will understand it. You don't have to follow so many courses. Otherwise, you will not have clarity of the result. You will just follow a few courses and you will be the master of those few courses, but you will not be able to score more in the final paper. So one particular teacher, one book if you are following, and PYQ, and that's it. Ignoring revision. In the GATE examination, you will not be allowed to take your notes, neither your teacher will be standing behind you. So if you are stuck somewhere, you are not able to recall a formula or a concept, who will help you? Your own memory. And for that, a proper revision plan is needed so that you can mug up, you can remember every single concept of your course, and in the examination you can perform better. Just because two things are there, you can recall the concept, sometimes you cannot recall the concept. If you cannot recall the concept, it is gone, 2 marks are gone. Second thing, if you can recall the concept but it takes time, your examination is of just 3 hours. To recall just the concept or a formula, if you are taking 2 minutes, 2 minutes wasted, and because of improper revision. So do not ignore the revision. Now so many students ask me every year, sir, if I finish my syllabus in December, January month, 1 month is enough for revision? No, certainly not. Do you have a photographic memory? Photographic memory means if you see something and it will be stuck into your memory like a photograph, and you can fetch it anytime. Do you have such kind of memory? No. If not, then it is certainly impossible that you can complete the course. You can revise all the courses, you can practice them, you can write the test at the end, and you can just analyze those tests, improve on the weak areas in just 1 month time. No, it is certainly not possible. So finish your syllabus along with notes making and PYQ as early as possible, so that last in the last at least 3 months you will have for revision at least. And along with the courses, when you are learning every day also, you'll have to revise, so that next day when you will watch another lecture, you will have understanding that okay, I remember last day's lectures or last week's lecture. So what you have already studied, you forget, and that's why it's a problem. Weekly revision, everyday revision, and finally in the last 3-4 months, if you can keep for revision, practice and test, that will be amazing. Not giving even enough mock test. People are having fear of test. Why fear of test? Sir, marks are very low. Okay, is it a GATE result? If you are attempting a test, you are getting lesser marks, is it the GATE result? You already got the GATE result ka? No. Then why are you afraid of it? This is the moment of happiness. Oh my God, I am getting lesser marks. And thank God it is not my GATE examination. I understood that I do have problems. I understood that I do have lot of mistakes to be improved. Oh my God, I'm having 3 months, 4 months to improve. Wow, I am very, very happy that I have written the test so many so that I could identify my all the mistakes, and before the examination I could improve them, so that in the final exam I won't do many mistakes. So you should be happy if you are getting lesser marks in the test. Why? Just because way ahead of your final exam, you could identify that you have mistakes. Now the problem is, students are focusing on the low marks rather than understanding that what mistake they did. Sir, marks low, sir, low marks, what should I do, what should I do, what should I do? How can I know that what should you do? I'll tell you why. You have studied your own. Did you tell me what you studied and what you remember? No. Did you tell me how much you practiced? No. Did you tell me how much you remember of each and every small concept? How much you can apply your concepts? How precisely you have practiced your PYQ? How good you are in your revisions? You did not tell me anything. You are just telling me low marks I am getting. Two reasons. Either you don't remember the concept, that's why you did not solve the question correctly in the test, or you remember the concept but you don't know how to apply that concept for solving the question. These are the two basic reasons. First, if you don't remember the concept, revise. Remember the concept, can't solve the question, practice. Some silly mistakes are also there sometimes while solving the question. While practicing and writing more tests, it will be easily solved. Easily. There will not be any problem. But you don't have to have fear of the test. You should write as many as tests possible so that you can understand before the gate examination that what mistakes you are making, and you can solve those all mistakes by identifying them correctly by yourself by analyzing the test. So that if you don't write enough tests, you will not have good practice and you will not have good temperament of actual examination. So start mock test early, analyze them properly, and solve all the problems which you are having. Confidence, overconfidence or underconfidence, students are having that naturally. Keep that confidence thing away. Just focus on hard work. If you keep working hard, the confidence all come on the level where you can say, yes, I have worked hard, I will get enough marks. There is no any low confidence, there is no any high confidence. It's a moderate level. Just focus on one thing. Just repeat, study. Nothing else. Focus on that particular part. If you will put enough hard study, you will surely have similar level of confidence which is needed. No proper test analysis. You write the test, you don't get the marks, you get nervous, you don't attempt the test. This is regular stuff. Every year people are doing it and they are not listening, even though we are making the videos out of it, but still they are not listening. Why? Just because they have their own mind that if I'll write the test, then I'll feel more lesser confidence. That's because I'm not getting the marks. But how will you get more marks? You'll have to work on that, no? And how you will work on that, you will have to analyze why you made mistake for each and every question. Question by question, you will have to analyze each and every test, each and every question. Every question will have a different reason, different strategy, and different way to make it corrected or to make it wrong. And that's why you need to understand, and there is no any single solution of low marks in the test. Every question will have a different reason and different way to solve that particular problem. So analyze the test properly and then do better to improve them and give enough time to yourself. Last month strategy failure. So many students do everything in last 2 months or 1 month, and it is happening. Gate examination applications closes in the month of September itself. So student, if think about gate preparation or the giving the gate examination, they might have think about it in August, September itself, but they are preparing at the end like a semester exam. This is not semester exam. Certainly it is not the semester exam where you can write anything and you can get the marks. It's not one subject at a time paper. It is 12, 13, 14 depending on the branch. So many subjects are coming, so many concepts and deep concepts are asked. So you cannot write anything and you will get marks here. No, not possible. So you cannot prepare for it just in over a month period of time and done. So in lesser time, if you want to do many tasks, what happens? Your mind will be in chaos, stress, tension. With the tension, your focus reduces, your intensity of preparation reduces, your mind will not be as sharp as you can, and that is where the failure occurs. So do not try to keep everything for the last month. Finish before the last month starts itself, so that in the last month when everybody is in stress, you will be relaxed, and that is where you can make a big impact on your result. General aptitude and math is math. General aptitude, it is general aptitude only, I can solve everything. But you need to solve those questions in lesser time. That's more important. You need to work on it. How you can work on it? You will have to practice it. Even though you know the concepts, you know the tricks and tips and everything, you need to work on the practice at least. So for mathematics and aptitude, I to always urge to the students, start them early along with the before the technical courses started, just because these are those things which you know already somehow, somewhat. Gate to gate level, you need to practice a little more. so that you can solve the question in lesser time quickly, so that you can save the time for others. Aptitude questions are like that. You will feel always that I can solve this question, but can you solve each and every question on an average lesser than 3 minutes? That's a big question. In the gate examination, it will happen that one aptitude question which is very easy, but you are not having a click of that particular question. It's not clicking in your mind, and because of that you lose 5 or 10 minutes. That's why practice is much more important. 25 to 30 marks easily you can lose if you don't practice them. Just practice them, practice them, practice, and you will be happy to understand that your problem solving skills will improve everywhere, not in these courses, everywhere, just because these will help you improving your question solving ability. If you have any problem related to gate preparation or gate computer science and DA, you can just join this Telegram channel, Vishvadeep Sir PW, and you can ask me any questions over there. Join other Telegram channels for their notifications and auto or all the videos we are making, so that you can have always all the informations on your fingertips. Thank you so much for listening this particular video. I hope I could solve your problem of strategies. If still you have some problems, drop in the comment box and we will be happy to assist you. Have a great day. Happy learning. Bye bye.